So your heart rate actually matters because there's a ratio of your carbs to fat that you're going to be burning. And if you're in the wrong heart rate zone, you can actually end up burning only carbs and no fat as your fuel source. So the reason why this matters is for long distance runners, for example. If you're doing a long distance run, you want to preserve the amount of carbohydrates that you have, the amount of glycogen that is on your muscles so that you can run the 4-hour marathon or the 3-hour, depending on how good you are. Now, for us in terms of weight loss, we also want to focus on burning as much fat as possible. So it's inverse the reasoning, but the exact same concept applies. You want to track your heart rates. Now, for those of you who live in North America, you can go to a health club, a gym, and do what's called an Active Metabolic Assessment. And you can see the different numbers that I put. These aren't just random. So 117, 137, 156, 176, 195. 195 is where my VO2 max is. That's like the highest amount that my body can go before it becomes dangerous. And they'll hook you up to like a face mask and you go. Like they'll be supervising you and you're going to be going on a treadmill usually. That's what the active metabolic means. So you'll be exercising and then they'll be tracking through your breath and they can actually determine whether you're burning carbs, fat, and the ratio. So what they also will do is a resting metabolic assessment as well. You're going to want to get both done and it's not that expensive. It's really, really worth it, especially if you're taking your health seriously. You want to get the active metabolic assessment and then the resting metabolic assessment. What the resting metabolic assessment does is let you know how many calories your body is using at rest, just sitting, sleeping. And that lets you actually then be able to set a surplus or a deficit depending on whether you're trying to lose fat or add muscle mass. So that was just me right there lifting some weights. But in a normal workout, I would never really want to let my heart rate go below 117. I would want to always keep it in the area where we're going to be burning fat and also training my heart as well. This is really important for people who like to run, people who like to do endurance activities. When you actually learn exercise science and how your body works, it sounds funny, but you can perform longer than someone who doesn't know about heart rate training, because the person who doesn't know about heart rate training might use up all their carbohydrates, all their glycogen stores, whereas you can preserve it. Because if you're operating at, let's say, 40% of your carbs is being used,